Hey guys, it's Theo Narwhal, and today in this video I will be building my starter base that I will be using in the Community Craft SMP. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free and it helps out a ton, and also you can unsubscribe later. And now enjoy the video. So here you can see I am building the very starting part of my starter base. So the big first room that I'd build, and here you can see I have finished the first floor, which is out of deep slate. And for my modern house, I am slowly turning it into a more cubic, more, you know, when you think of modern house right here. Of course, my modern house doesn't go quite like all the other ones, but you at least do get some nice shaping here, some nice offset. And I'm going through here and replacing the wood as I realize I don't want the wood there currently. So I'm just filling in, and there will be windows going there eventually, yeah. And then a pretty cool beam that I like right there. Kind of just gives it a little more. And I'm testing out with something else, which it didn't work. This is a bedrock trick that you can do. Didn't work at all, sadly. So, going back to what I was previously doing, and I don't like building in the dark most of the time when it's raining, so just change the weather. But yeah, so now I'm trying with something else. This is, I've never built diagonal before here, so I thought that it ended up pretty good. Oh, hi Katie. And for those of you who don't know, I don't think any of you guys know yet, I have a cat. Her name is Autumn. She's a calico with green eyes, and she likes to chill with me while I'm recording and editing these videos. As you can see, I liked my diagonal design, but then after building it up really high, I realized, and you know, I'm gonna do a layer around first, but with this deep slate tile. So I think it looks pretty good there. Yeah, I like what I did there. But then I see that it's off, and I really don't want to build pillars because that just kind of ruins what it looks like. But then I do find out instead that I like the slab at the corner. I think I do. No, I don't stick with those. And I go back and I move the whole thing back one. And you know, professional builders like Grian and other people have even said sometimes it's just easier to destroy the whole thing and rebuild it. That's what I did here. And my goodness, it was so much easier than trying to like continue on and then realizing my mistake. So also, I do recommend watching Grian. He is an amazing builder, way better than I am by far, and he does it in survival mode, so kudos to him. I watched his modern house video before building this. So here I'm building up the next little level of my weird diagonal house part. I'm gonna call it the rhombus or the rectangle, I don't know. And yeah, so I have that, and I'm still learning about the elytra, but I think I decided I'm gonna use calcite for the floor there. And it's dark and raining, and I'm still building, and I figure out some pretty cool little roofs that I'm gonna use. So like, I pull out the sea lantern and I get tinted glass because I haven't built with it really before, and it's still a new thing to me. So and I really like how the tinted glass went in at least this part of the house. And I zoom to finish the floor, as we see here. Then I light up and I make a couple more windows because I do like the windows. I like being able to see. So I light up the house there, and then I rearrange my inventory a bit, and I start building the second floor, also the roof. And then I get this amazing idea. So I go over what I previously built. And yeah, you can see I struggled there a little bit to get the slab, but I got the slab there, and then I fill in the floor, and hopefully we go back down there. If not, I can release in the next video how amazing it looks from below. So then I do something similar here to what I did previously. Here I am just staggering the roof again, but I think that it looked pretty cool, because I know we go back in here for this one. I personally thought it looked really cool. Let me know what you guys think. And yep, now we're just filling back the slabs again. Slabs can be annoying to build with. And now, replacing the floor. Honestly, this was a little satisfying when I did this, so yeah, this is pretty nice. Here I decided that the wood didn't quite go with the roof, because the roof was also wood, so I did calcite again for the floor. I like the calcite block because it looks a lot like a marble floor, you know? So I like using it as floors in fancier builds. There we go, that turned out pretty nice. And I see about the rough corner, decide I don't like it, I fidget around with it. I fidget around with debug stick. Later I decide I don't like that there, but yeah. Alright, now I move on to finish the roof up a bit. Here I decide what I'm doing for the roof right here, which is using quartz and a fun little stair technique, which I also had not done before. I came up with it on the fly like I did for all my other roof techniques. And yeah, I think it also went pretty well. I don't think any of my roofs are the same in any matter, or in any matter whatsoever. Yeah, I tried stairs there instead, but decided I didn't like it, so this is probably the one roof on my build that is on a slab, so no mobs could spawn on it if they wanted to. Now I'm just finishing up my roof, and more proof that slabs are annoying. And yeah, you can see what my old design for my house was going to be. Now I'm just lighting it up, but I can, if you guys want, I can throw a photo of what my old house was going to be. I can make a bloopers clip. Let me know in the comments, and also like this video if you want a bloopers clip. Alright, so I'm going to use, for the thumbnail, I'm going to put my inspiration board for this, but this is one of the, this is a pretty close replica to one of my things on my inspiration board. I was kind of playing around a bit with walls, and then in a minute I'll realize that I can use slabs. Or not slabs, panes for the windows instead, and that I think that, because I try out right here instead of going on to the, and at first I was like, oh man, and then I saw that once I flattened it out, it came out like I wanted it to. So I put it back today, and I go and replace all the windows with panes, because the panes looked so much better, for me at least, and for my inspiration, from what my inspiration board looked like. This just went so much better with my inspiration. So I made a really windowed room. I liked it. I went back and replaced all the quartz with deep slate. Then I went and lined it again, like I did for every other part of this build, because yeah, I think it just looks really nice to line it for the style of build. Not every style of build will look good if you line it, but I guess technically here I also use slabs, so, and I kind of upturned the roof just because it looks like it's gradually going up a bit, but not really, only on the edges. So I've got that roof done. I'm going and replacing the floor. Pretty sure, yeah, I use the quartz for the floor here because I don't use any quartz in this room whatsoever. Smooth quartz, so. Alright, and I kind of goof off a bit right here. And then I get back to work. After reorganizing, I light up the room and I close it off. I'll do another video on what the interior of the build will look like. So, there's no interior right now. I try out using Blackstone for this build and regret it. I'm telling you right now, it did not go whatsoever with the build. Blackstone is meant for if you're building a castle. And yeah, no, I didn't really like it. I kept trying a little bit with it, and no. Yeah, you can see I actually went a ways with this. I know, I'm breaking the rhombus for this part, but I kind of like it after. You'll see what it looks like after. Yeah, no, please. I wish this was faster and that I could get this part done with, because I hate this part. Well, trial and error is the best way to learn when you're building. And I started going like, oh, that was a good style I was doing, and then I realized that it didn't quite fit my theme. So you can see I'm pulling everything out of the inventory. And I decide that I'm going to do, because you know, for on the other side we have deep slate and we have deep slate and quartz. So here I did quartz and wood, and I'm playing with the debug stick here. You know, just testing things. It's kind of like science. You gotta test everything before you come up with a concrete answer. Here you can see I'm replacing all the blackstone of the frame with quartz, because, or smooth quartz to be exact. That's the block I use for this whole build. And because I really don't like the deep slate, so I go around, I kind of play around with the end rods for lighting, and in a minute you'll see I realize I need to move one of my wooden walls forward a block to make the room more livable, so yep, right there, it's in that little crevice. So I move everything, and then I do it again. Realize what I did wrong, go and fix it, and then I make a little cool art piece actually here with the debug stick, which I think is really cool. I kind of make like make it look a little like hobbit hole style there, and I kind of do that for the rest of the walls there. And I kind of like how it's just floating there, you know, not really grounded by gravity at all. The art piece there is really nice, it provides some light. In a second I will be adding windows there. Like the computer, no. I will be adding some windows into the little circles or ovals I've made. And yeah, this house is basically almost done. here I decided for my inspiration photo that I wanted it to be pillars instead. So I played around and I like the pillars that I did come up with. So now I'm going through and replacing the floor with, I'm pretty sure, quartz. Yeah. So the floor here is being replaced, and then, yeah, I forget that I wasn't wearing Elytra, so I fly into the house. And yeah, I had to fix some stuff. I kind of goofed off a bit again. Sorry. And then, yeah, I went through and windowed. And then I go and fix up the roof a bit. Yeah, I do a little bit of stair work with the roof, and I go around fixing what I didn't do right for the roof, and I go and fill in this wall just because I think that wall should be filled based off of the rest of the house. And kind of go around just do that for the top, so just to make it a little more smooth. And now I'm doing the last feature of this house. I personally also really like this one just because it just looks like it's defying gravity, and it's pretty awesome looking too. So here I am using calcite for the floor once again, and then yep, I went back and I'm lining it with the deep slate, and I was kind of sad that I had to butcher up the pillar that we had over there, but I definitely like this house feature enough to do that. So, and then yeah, it becomes nighttime again, so I kind of do what I've been doing for the whole house. I've been, doing the little curved linings, and I feel like this just used some negative space to its max potential here. As you're about to see, I am going to play around with some windows. I originally used blocks and then realized later on that there's so much space that I could be using with slabs, and I get a great idea for the center window to make it 6 wide, or 1 wide instead, and have just a central column right there. And this is when I realized that the stained glass pane would work a lot better for this build. So that's where I'm going with everything else. And then I'm just doing some touch-ups with the details now, pretty much. So yeah, I've got that. Oop, yeah, I accidentally delete all the blocks again. I do another fun little style of roofing. This one's kind of like the stair ones that I've done before, but it's with slabs, so it's a little different. Just more gradual, I guess. And then I light it up. And yeah, just light up every other room. And so yeah, that's the building there. I'm really proud of it. This is the best house I've built so far. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, you're amazing. Please share this video with all of your friends. Since I'm a small channel, I hardly reach anyone, and I want as much people to see this as possible. Also, please subscribe and like this video so the video and my channel both appear everywhere else on YouTube. Once again, that's Ethel Narwhal, ETHYLNARWHAL. And yeah, if you need building advice, I will soon have a Facebook account set up, and you can DM me there. Alright everyone, have a good time.